Affordable housing continues to be top of mind for Mayor Satya Rhodes-Conway, as expressed during this afternoon's release of her 2023 capital budget.
And McKenna Alexander joins us live from Olin Park to break down the mayor's plans and see how this budget compares to years prior. McKenna?
Yeah, that 2023 budget does include some big new plans, including an entire rebuild of John Nolan Drive, but overall it resembles funding proposals from years prior. Now, one of the main trends we're seeing is a focus on housing for everyone, regardless of their income.
Many of our residents continue to be disproportionately impacted by the pandemic's effect on their work, their housing, and their economic security.
Nearly a year ago to the day, Mayor Rhodes-Conway stressed the need for affordable housing in our community. 365 days later,
while we use policy to encourage the creation of more housing, the city needs to focus our funding on housing affordability so that those who work in Madison can afford to live in Madison.
The mayor's focus hasn't changed, but it's a goal that's difficult to measure.
And this is really a 3 or 4 year funding cycle that we work on, so the investments that we're making now will be creating housing for years to come in Madison.
The mayor's first capital budget in 2019 put $7.5 million toward the bus rapid transit system, a new land banking fund, and new affordable housing projects. In 2020, the budget included an additional $1 million for affordable housing projects and then another $3 million over 2 years for city land acquisition, working to reduce gentrification on the city's south side. Then last year in 2021, Rhodes-Conway announced $42 million would be invested to produce even more affordable housing options, as well as another $20 million for consumer lender programs to help people become homeowners. The budget announced Tuesday increased investments for new affordable housing to $60 million, as well as $19 million for investment in programs like down payment assistance, housing rehabilitation assistance, and property tax relief for seniors. Both proposals will be carried out over the course of 6 years. The 2023 budget also includes the construction of the state's first purpose-built shelter for people experiencing homelessness.
Since I took office, we have more than doubled the amount of money going to affordable housing. This represents a fundamental change in the priorities of the city.
During the mayor's tenure, we've seen some projects become reality, including 130 affordable housing units in the Bayview neighborhood, a 4-story, 32 affordable housing unit complex on the east side, and the transformation of an old shopping center into 300 affordable housing units in the Westgate area. The mayor says while it's a slow process, focusing on affordable housing is the first step toward building a firm foundation for future generations in Madison.
We need to be producing housing units every year, at least 1,000 housing units a year, to just keep up with our population growth and make sure that everybody who wants to live in Madison has the opportunity to do so at an affordable level.
Now, the mayor will introduce that capital budget to the Common Council in just a few minutes here. That meeting starts at 6:30.
All right, McKenna, thank you. And now a little more about that proposed rebuild of John Nolan Drive. McKenna mentioned the project would allocate more than $20 million in state and federal money to go toward replacing one of Madison's busiest roads, and that would include reconstructing its causeway, the bike path, the lakefront gateway. Again, at this point, it is just a proposal.